Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2016 Somerville Public Schools Boys Intramural Soccer Championship. I'm Gianni Tsrigotis here with my co-commentator, Ruan, Miranda. We have a pretty intense game ahead of ourselves. We have the East Somerville Community School playing against the Kennedy and West Somerville combined. The last couple years, the schools haven't had enough players to have their own team, so they've combined to make a consistent team every year between the West Somerville Community School and the Kennedy School. In terms of coaching, on one side we have Mr. Cronin, who's somewhat of a Somerville Intramurals championship god, has won it many years in a row, has many championships here. Last year winning it with both the boys and the girls. As his assistant, we have Gustavo Mancia, who was a player on this team last year and a winner of the championship last year, as well as a varsity player this year as a freshman. On the other side, we have a little less experience in terms of coaching. Getulio and Daniel Reese are combining together to help run this team that I believe is undefeated, right? These teams met during the regular season, and it was a whopping 10-1 for the West and Kennedy beating the East Somerville. East Somerville was hoping to rally together and give them more of a competitive game today. For referees, we have Coach Tony Arias, who's the head coach for the girls varsity soccer team here at Somerville High School. And we have Felix DeBona, who's a alumni of Somerville High, a former player for Somerville High varsity, who now plays at Boston University. We're going to be trying to do our best with names and numbers here. Bear with us. Starting the kickoff is number 10, Alexi Figueroa, who is somewhat of an unsung hero in last year's championship. Had some key goals, and we're off.
Alexi Figueroa with the ball, turns it over quickly. There seems to be a little bit of a scuffle in midfield early on in the game. Young Mr. Carey tries to dribble past. Oh, a great save by young Mr. Lance Rigo. He really is playing well over the course of intramurals as a goalkeeper. Oh, early goal scored by, was that number 30 or number 4? Number 30, Eric Lemus with an early goal. I was just saying how Lance Rigo is playing very well over the course of intramurals. Quick shot by Eric Silva. It will be orange ball. Owen turns the ball over. Quick save. Oh, it gets pulled back. Handball on Alexi. We have a free kick for the West Somerville. I'm sorry, the West Kennedy. It goes out once again, out of play. It'll be the West Kennedy ball. A quick shot on goal, deflected by number 30 once again. One thing the crowd should know is that Lance Rigo did go through a minor surgery a few days ago. He had his wisdom teeth removed, all 4, so he's really putting himself out there to help his team, even though he is in a little bit of pain, or supposed pain. Anybody who goes through surgery would be. However, no signs of any pain so far. A quick shot by one of the West players, Eric Silva. The ball goes out for a corner kick.
It might be worth noting for the people at home that if you're used to typical soccer where one goal can be a complete game changer, in an atmosphere like this, in a futsal type environment, 1 goal, 2 goals, 5 goals can change in a matter of minutes. It's a lot more of like a hockey type setup where there's constant action going back and forth. And there will be a lot of shots on net, a lot of opportunities to score. This one goal won't be the game changer. As we see there, Eric Silva makes a great move, fakes on his right, drags it to his left, and kicks it. But it was saved well by Mark Hernandez in net for the East Somerville Community School. East Somerville playing with the ball in the back a little too much. Ball goes out of bounds, I believe, for a corner or a goal kick. Coach Tony points to the spot for the goal kick. Some other rules that the people at home might want to know is if the goalies catch the ball, they're not allowed to throw the ball over the half line. Another great save by Hernandez in net. This is looking like it's going to be a real competitive game. Rigo on this side, I must know, is a very, very, very technically gifted goalie, especially for his age. The only thing going forward that I'm sure the high school program would be hoping for is a little more size. Great goalkeeping by Mr. Rigo coming out of net. Eric Silva takes it to the corner, pulls 1-2 moves, and gets fouled by number 11, which I don't have here right now. Number 11, Edgar Villatoro. Ball's in front of the net, a little bit of a scramble. Goes out for a corner for the West Kennedy. After a full field shot by Lance Rigo, which was probably going on target if it wasn't deflected by the defenders. Lance with a pickup. The idea of a quick distribution. Tells everyone to move up. Drop punts it. Headed back the other way by Villatoro. Again, Lance with the ball. Good rollout by Lance. Good distribution. Alexi Figueroa takes the ball. Takes a quick shot. Great reactions by Rigo. This game is going to be end-to-end stuff, nonstop. After a quick score by the East Somerville, the game is now seeming to shift somewhat more in the West Somerville range. Though East Somerville is getting shots on net, a lot of them seem to be from the other half. Ooh. Solid shot by number 30, Santiago Portillo. Oh no, Eric Lemus. Drop punt, goes up. Seems that the technique out of the back for the West Kennedy is to drop punt it up forward towards Eric Silva or our Oliver Clark up top. Oliver Clark is quite the talent up top. Along with Eric Silva, Owen Sheehy is a talent. A lot of these kids are great players. Great trick free kick there by the West Kennedy. Didn't quite come off the way they had hoped. Out for a corner.
In terms of strategy or just running a system, it'll be very important for both teams to move the ball around. They do have the talent to do so. I'm a firm believer that possession is the best way to play offense and defense. And so if both teams look to create a lot of movement, a lot of space, and play in between the gaps, they should find that they have a lot of space to work with. That was a great move by young Mr. Carey, Luke Carey. Goes out for a corner kick. It was a good corner kick, well saved by Lance Rigo with a quick punt, but well defended by number 30, Eric Lemus. Goes out for a West Kennedy ball. Owen Sheehy leaves it for Davis Guardado, who chips it in. Alexi Figueroa recovers. A big scramble in midfield as Baxter Ellard, number 30 for the West Kennedy, with the ball, inbounding it in. Plays short to Oliver Clark. Eric Lemus is having quite the game. Yep, and Angel Gutierrez gets a little stuck over on this corner. Goes out for an East Somerville ball. Leaves the ball to Luke Carey. Hits the ball across. Well saved again by Lance Rigo. Oliver Clark tries to do his best with the ball. A good body-to-body. Left behind for Edgar Villatoro. Ball ends up in Lance Rigo's hands once again. Well done by Oliver Clark to keep the ball in play. Recovered by the East Somerville. Luke Carey tries to play the ball through into the hands of the goalkeeper. Great save by Mark Hernandez, the goalkeeper for the East Somerville. He's been doing extremely well this season as well. He makes some unbelievable saves. So this game really comes down to not only the talent of the field players, but also the goalkeepers as well. Both of them are very talented. Left behind for Baxter, who takes a shot from just around midfield, a little past midfield, goes wide of the net. Well defended by Owen Sheehy. Davis Guardado leaves the ball to go out of bounds. Tries to play quick to Eric Silva. Just a little bit of miscommunication there, and the ball goes out of bounds. So Eric Silva tries to put some quick pressure up top. Well defended. It'll be the East Somerville ball. Tries to play across. We have Angel Gutierrez with the ball. Davis Guardado doing his best to shield the ball and leaving it for his keeper to collect. Lance Rigo plays quickly to Eric Silva. What a fantastic shot by Eric Silva. Just past the midway point. And he takes a wonderful shot with his laces in the right. No chance for Mark Hernandez. So like Gianni mentioned before, a one goal or 2 goal lead means absolutely nothing in such a small-sided game. That can change relatively quickly in the span of a minute or so. Momentum plays a huge factor in games like this, where one team may score 1 goal and then may find that they have momentum on their sides, and they may score 2 or 3 quick ones right after that. So it really comes down to how well these two teams defend and how well they keep possession and how many chances they create for themselves. So Baxter Ellard plays the ball. It's rebounded off Luke Carey, and Owen Sheehy takes a quick shot at goal that goes out for a goal kick. Angel Gutierrez tries to play across with his head. A little bit of a scuffle. Another fantastic save by Lance Rigo in the middle of that little scuffle in his own box. He plays out quickly to Davis Guardado. Has a little bit of trouble of getting the ball off his feet. Luckily, it goes out for an inbound kick. Baxter Ellard takes the ball. Plays to Oliver Clark, who does a great job shielding it. However, the pressure from the East Somerville is just a little bit too much. Oh, what a fantastic goal by Luke Carey. Lance Rigo did a fantastic job coming out. The defense failed him a little bit, and Luke Carey does a great job to put the ball in the bottom right corner. So just like that, it's 2-1, and the West Kennedy find themselves down a goal once again with 13 minutes left.
What a phenomenal pass by Alexi Figueroa. What a pass. Great vision by the kid. Played. Ball's out of bounds. Goal kick for the West Somerville. Played Luke Carey through there, and Lance, who's been coming off his line early all game, comes out a little too early on that one. Luke had enough time to look up and put it away into the bottom corner. That was a great goal. And now we're right back to East Somerville being up. As we said, the game's going to constantly be this way. Goals will come both ways. It seems teams tend to get scored on the most right after they just scored. Maybe an essence of feeling comfortable once you've scored a goal. Hernandez with the ball. Plays it out to Villatoro, who takes a tough touch, goes out of bounds. West Somerville and the Kennedy seem to be using Oliver Clark and Eric Silva as targets up front for them to get the play going. Now coming in, number 20, Dean Williams, for number 21, Mr. Davis Guardado. Alexi Figueroa with the free kick, getting a lot of space here. Usually you'll see players staying in front, which Eric Silva decided to do last minute. Good punch, strong punch out by Lance. East Somerville plays it safe. Number 11, Viatoro, playing it out. Oliver Clark twists and turns in the box, plays it into the middle for Mr. Silva. Gutierrez fell to the floor early, but luckily enough, Eric kicked it straight at him. This game is intense. Drop punt by the goalie. Eric Silva keeps the pressure and gets a block on it. Distributed out to Viatoro. Eric Silva with the two-handed push, but seemed to be clean according to the refs. Luke Carey, twisting and turning, loses the ball, and Tsrigotis comes out and scoops it. Luke Carey got minimal minutes last year in the championship as a sixth grader, I believe. Great save by Rigo. Lance is having a phenomenal game. Eric Silva up top, gets a decent touch, but Viatoro keeps him at bay, kicks it out. Wes Kennedy's putting the pressure on. I think Coach Tony giving Eric Silva a bit of a warning about being a little too rough. Ball goes across the box. Gutierrez hits the floor early. Finds its way to Dean Williams, who calmly puts it away with his instep. Now we're right back at 2-2. East Somerville playing with the ball a little. Maybe a little too risky. Williams with the ball in the corner, plays it out to Owen Sheehy, who dummies it for Lance Rigo and net, who gives it straight to Luke. Luke takes an early shot, but a great save by Lance to make up for the somewhat questionable clearance. Luke Carey in the corner. Plays it low, hits off Williams' feet, straight into the hands of Rigo. Ball's up top to Eric Silva. Dummies it to the outside and gets a cross, maybe semi-cross, semi-shot in. Oliver Clark gets a foot on it and it's out for a goal kick for the East Somerville. Drop punt, lands and hits Eric Silva in the back. Finds its way to Luke Carey, who twists and turns, takes a shot, but well defended by Owen Sheehy. Luke tries to play it to the top, finds its way to Oliver Clark, who twists and turns. Ball goes out of bounds for a West Kennedy kick-in. Coach Tony warns number 30, Eric Lemus, that he needs to give some space on the throw-ins. Wow, what a great save by Hernandez. Hernandez is hitting the floor early, trying to take up as much space as he can. Distribution straight to Luke Carey, who tries to push it past Owen Sheehy, but he reads it and gets a foot in. Free kick here for Alexi Figueroa, who tries to take one on net. It goes straight out of bounds. Ball out to Owen Sheehy, who takes a rip from half court. Straight out of bounds, a goal kick for Gutierrez. Hernandez, I apologize. Luke Carey seems to be the vocal point for this East Somerville attack. Sends it across that somehow finds its way to Alexi's feet, but a little bit of a scramble, and Lance Rigo scoops it up. A full court drop punt that finds its way back into Hernandez's feet. Great. Ooh. This is end-to-end stuff, honestly. It's going so quick, it's hard for me to commentate. Right there, Luke had a chance, played it through to Angel Gutierrez, who tried to take a shot on that, but it was well saved between the goalie and defense of the West Kennedy. Dean Williams with the kick in here. Finds Oliver Clark in the corner, who kicks it off a East Somerville defender for a corner. As Ruan said earlier, the momentum will definitely play a huge aspect in the game, especially as they start to get tired near the end of the game. Seems that scoring goals seems to give you a bit of an extra boost of energy. East Somerville gets it with a chance. Another save by Lance. Honestly, I wish we were keeping statistics for this game. That might have been Lance's 20th save, and it's only 3/4 of the way through the first half.
Oh, great goal line clearance by Dean Williams. Angel Gutierrez with the shot. It went past Lance Rigo's hands as he dove out for the ball, goes out for another corner kick. Once again, Lance Rigo comes out for the ball, ends up on Eric Silva's feet as he tries to make a quick turn, but the defender was there. That was number 11 for the East Somerville, and his name is Edgar Villatoro. So it's the West Kennedy ball. Edgar Villatoro once again well defended. So it seems to be going for a corner kick for the West Kennedy. So Owen is running in, tries to take a quick shot as the ball runs across his right foot. Dean Williams gets caught with the ball. Well recovered. Owen is playing a fantastic game as well, both defensively and offensively. He's had a few shots on goal. No goals yet from him. However, his defensive presence has also saved the West Kennedy from a few potential mishaps. Eric Lemus with the header that goes wide of the left post. Oh, the goalkeeper comes out and punches that ball clear. We seem to be seeing a big battle between Eric Silva and the goalkeeper, Mark Hernandez. And it seems that the West Kennedy has a simple tactic. They tried to change it. They tried to go ball on the ground, distributed by the goalkeeper. However, that seemed to not be working. So it seems that coaches Getulio and Daniel Reese changed back to the original plan of having the goalkeeper inbound the ball up the field and see if their striker, number 23, Eric Silva, can either get a head on it, a foot on it, or it somehow ends up getting rebounded so one of their players can take a shot. Ends up being a corner for the East. Mark Hernandez comes out, ends up on the feet of Eric Lemus, well saved, with rebounded, and lands on the foot of Edgar Villatoro, and just like that, it's 3-2 with just over 3 minutes to play. So a little bit of argument between the West Kennedy team as they try to figure out what is going on defensively. Just when they catch up, and just like that, 3-3. It changes very, very quickly. Just as they were arguing with each other, trying to figure out what was going on defensively, Eric Silva from the kickoff makes a great move down the right side and takes a shot near post. Takes a shot near post and beats Mark Hernandez, who has been having a phenomenal game. Coach Tony is warning both sides that slide tackles are prohibited in an indoor game such as this. Above all else, the safety of the players involved is very important. So We try to mitigate those risks of players getting injured by prohibiting the slide tackle, which, if timed incorrectly, can be very dangerous. So well defended by the West Kennedy. Oliver Clark. Lance Rigo comes out a little late. Ball goes off Luke Carey's head and goes out for a goal kick. Luckily, it goes left of the post. So one of the rules that all the viewers should know about is if the ball hits any part of the roof or anything attached to the roof, the ball goes to the other team, and it is inbounded from either midfield if it happens to hit over the midfield line, or from it goes for a kick in for the other team from the point where it hit. So this is a very closely contested battle, much different than the regular season game where the West Kennedy had a clear advantage going into halftime. With just about a minute left, the game is still tied 3-3. Ball gets played from Mark Hernandez straight into the hands of the other goalkeeper. Edgar Villatoro is having a fantastic game offensively and defensively. He's been a defensive juggernaut for the East Somerville since their loss to the West Kennedy back in regular season. He's done a fantastic job in both man marking, defending in space, and every now and again he does get forward and scores a goal or two. So the West Kennedy with a great opportunity. Oliver Clark plays to Dean Williams, who tries to go inside to get clipped, and it'll be a foul for the West Kennedy.
10 seconds remaining on the clock for the first half. The West Kennedy still not, at no point have they had a lead in this game. The East Somerville has been taking a 1-goal lead and then losing the lead, and then a 1-goal lead and then losing the lead. 6 seconds here to go. The clock is stopped. They're going to try to get a goal on this last free kick to hopefully end it. And that is halftime with the East Somerville Community School 3, the West Kennedy 3. Hoping for another intense second half. We have some first-time substitutes in for the East Somerville. Number 16, William Santos, is in. And 35. And number 25, Santiago Portillo. We're going to be looking for a lot of the same stuff in the second half, end-to-end. Great stab by Alexi Figueroa, keeping Oliver Clark at bay. Owen Sheehy with the ball, plays it to Eric Silva's feet. He tries to turn, but doesn't work out for him. Owen plays it through to Mr. Santos. A great foot save by Lance Rigo. It's going to be tough to have another whole half where we constantly say his name, but I can't say it enough. He's had a phenomenal half, as well as Hernandez in on the opposite net. Shot by Villatoro with the goal. Ruan had been speaking about him earlier. He's been a namestead in the back for them, but he's come up, and I believe that might be his second goal of the game. Big goals. East Somerville's taken the lead 4 times in this game, and 3 times East Somerville has been able to score back. We'll see if the East Somerville can keep them at bay or possibly go up and get the second goal. That could be crucial going forward for them in the second half. The West Kennedy is going to want to score back because great save by Lance, but the follow-up rebound goes in. Number 30, Eric Lemus, who's also been a namestead in the back, scores their second goal of the half, and now East Somerville's up by 2. West Kennedy's going to have to be careful and make sure this game doesn't get out of control for them. As we said earlier, though, a 2-goal difference isn't much in this situation, in this setup of such a tight game, but if it ends up going to 3-4, a mixture of morale, momentum could take place, and that won't be good for West Kennedy. Great stab by Owen Sheehy. Hernandez tries to take a drop punt, but Oliver Clark pressures and doesn't allow him. I'm not quite sure on the rules there, but I'm close to 99% sure that forwards are not allowed to do that to goalies. Alexi with the header to William Santos, who's one-on-one with the goalie and shanks it right. Tough break for the young gun. Could have been huge for them getting the 3-goal lead this early in the second half. Lance Rigo heads it forward, makes it to Eric Silva's head, who heads it over. Drop punt. Back the other way. Almost an own goal by Oliver Clark, but a phenomenal save by Lance Rigo. Can't say it enough. This kid has been unstoppable. He's been incredible in net. He's been beaten 5 times, which is, it's tough to say. It's tough to be both unbeatable and concede 5 goals, but in this type of an atmosphere, this type of a game, these things happen. Villatoro with the shot on net. Lance with another save. The follow-up rebound by Mr. Lemus is kicked off the line by Oliver Clark. One-on-one. Oh! Dean Williams one-on-one with Mark Hernandez, and Mark Hernandez gets the better of him. West is really pushing him, cut this lead down to 1. Dean Williams with the corner, gets straight to Eric Silva, who takes it on a one-time. Deflects off the defender, took it off a second time. Can't get it through. Ball for the West Kennedy kick-in. Oliver Clark. Oliver Clark shoots it directly from out of bounds and curves it into the opposite corner. What a goal. Might be the goal of the match so far. Alexi Figueroa takes a half-court shot. That's well saved by Lance. The West has cut the lead down to 1. Oliver Clark. Twisting and turning, but Lima shields it all the way out. Goal kick for Mr. Hernandez. He's looking to push up. He's going to get a drop punt going. Makes its way to William Santos, but headed out by Owen Sheehy. Alexi Figueroa with the corner. East playing with 2 people protecting on the corners. This gives him an odd number on the field. Dean Williams took a step over, pushed it onto his right, and tried to find that top left corner. And from this angle, he honestly didn't miss it by too much. Ball's back in the East goalie's hand, who's going to most likely drop punt it up the field again. Finds Lemus. Makes its way to Dean and Eric, who don't seem to communicate much on that situation. A little bit of a mistake. Dean takes a direct kick that hits off Oliver Clark's back, and the East Somerville clears it out for another kick-in. Eric Silva tries to go direct on net. It finds its way to Lucas. Found its way to Lucas Carey. His touch got away from him, and he tried to slide on the pass-through, which Coach Tony blew off as illegal. Now the West Kennedy has a free kick, finds it to Owen Sheehy, who twists and turns, crosses to Dean Williams, makes it to Eric Silva, who takes a shot and goes out for a corner. End-to-end stuff. West Somerville was really trying to get that lead cut down to 0, tie it up here. Dean kicks it up for Silva, who heads it in, and it's now 5-5. After being down by 2 in a matter of maybe 2.5 minutes, the West Kennedy has cut it back down to a tied game. Alexi Figueroa with the kickoff, finds Villatoro, finds Carey, makes it to Lemus, passes it back to Figueroa. Good set of play here. William Santos with the ball, plays Figueroa through. Figueroa twists and turns. Oh! Great opportunity for the East Somerville there. That was a great play, great build-up. Good moving by Figueroa. The full court drop punt finds its way to Eric Silva's feet, who takes a touch, and the ball rolls out of bounds for another East goal kick. Alexi Figueroa with the ball. Carey plays William Santos, who takes a shot. What a save by Lance Rigo again. Lance distributes it out to Dean. Tries to pass it middle. Deflected by Figueroa. Lemus twisting and turning. Tries to take a lefty shot, but Owen Sheehy's there for the block. East's ball. Figueroa passes it to Carey, who tries to take a one-touch shot. A mixture of a save from Lance that deflects back off Carey and out for a goal kick. 17 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Kicks it straight to Figueroa, who takes a hard shot and takes the lead back for the East Somerville. As well as Lance has played in net, I'm sure he would concede to the fact that his distribution at times during this game has been a little off perfect. He's usually much cleaner in his throwing and his punting. Unfortunate there that he conceded on it, but I'm sure he'll shake it off and finish the game strong. 16:40 to play. Alexi Figueroa with the corner. Played it through. Carey got a touch on it, but it's now a goal kick for the West Kennedy. Lance with the drop punt. Finds Dean Williams a little too hard. West Kennedy seems to be getting frustrated with each other a little bit. Ball makes its way all the way to Luke Carey on the other side, who fights for it back, takes a shot. Lance scoops and recovers. Good stop by number 25, Portillo. Oliver Clark getting a little fancy. Out of bounds for the West Kennedy, I'm sorry. Coach Tony asking Viatora to back up. Oliver attempts another shot on net, but it's blocked by William Santos and out for a West Kennedy corner. Dean Williams with the corner here. Finds its way to Owen Sheehy, who twists and turns, gives it back to Dean, who plays it across the middle. Ball bounces everywhere off of Hernandez's back and heads back out for a corner.
As we've seen so far, with about 15 minutes to go in the second half, this has been a crazy, crazy game. The West Kennedy players asking for space. Eric Silva with the header goes out wide to the goalie's right. As Gianni has mentioned, both teams have played unbelievably well. Both goalkeepers have played unbelievably well. In a situation like this where you may be tied or maybe down by one goal, it really comes down to how well you distribute the ball. And just as we were talking about distribution, Lance Rigo makes another mistake in his distribution and gets punished for it. The score is now 7-5. The West Kennedy find themselves down by 2 goals once again with just about 14 minutes to go. Now, can they once again tie the score? They have not once in this game taken the lead. They have been able to tie the game multiple times, but just as they tie the game, they seem to drop down their level of pressure, and it ends up costing them. Great save by Mark Hernandez once again. It really comes down to the consistency of the distribution in a small-sided game, the velocity in which the pass is made, the accuracy in which the pass is made, all play a key factor in whether or not the distribution will be a success or not. And like I was saying before, it really comes down to good decision-making, whether or not you decide to punt the ball as your method of distribution, or whether you put the ball on the ground and decide to play with your feet or release the ball with your hands. And it's always a 50-50 chance that your distribution method might not work, especially in a small-sided game like this where the gaps are relatively smaller and there are greater chances of making a mistake. So in the middle of that scuffle, Mark Hernandez did a great job defending his goal. The ball goes out for the East Somerville. Well defended by Owen Sheehy. It should be noted that although William Santos did not start this game and only came on in the second half, he has been a key figure for the East Somerville. And whether or not it was decision by Coach Cronin to keep him until the second half, we do not know. But his contribution in the second half to this side has been absolutely vital to their 2-goal lead right now. His energy and his presence has given them the motivation to really push on and look for more goals, and they've also defended better with him on the field as well. The ball gets played from one end to the other, ends up on the feet of Oliver Clark, who tries to cut back. However, the ball does end up with the East Somerville on the feet of William Santos. Plays the ball into the middle to Edgar Villatoro. A little bit of a scuffle. It looks like the ball will be East Somerville's once again, with William Santos inbounding the ball.
Great double save by Lance. First on Gianni's, on Alexi's header, and then on the follow-up lefty volley. As Ruan mentioned earlier, it's I wouldn't say confusing, but it is. I am curious to know if Santos was a decision by Tim Cronin to save for the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. It's hard to really. It's hard to really fathom. We discussed earlier that these teams met during the regular season, and the West Kennedy walked over the East Somerville. I mean, if we're talking honestly, from what I've heard, it was a 10-1 scoreline. Not much end-to-end action, but a championship game. This is Coach Cronin's sanctuary. He's been here plenty of times, and this might be the type of situation where a more experienced coach is getting the better of these two young guns who are trying to get a championship on their first season in the intramural game. Lemus with the shield all the way through, hoping that his goalie will come out and pick it up. Out for the goal kick. Ten minutes to go in the game, with the East Somerville Community School leading 7-5 over the West Kennedy. As we've said throughout this game, 2 goals, 3 goals can all change in a matter of a minute, 2 minutes. So hold on to your seats. Let's wait this out. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. The Tinkerman, Tim Cronin, back at it again, trying to get his team through. Great pass to William Santos, who shoots it after taking a touch. No, I think Coach Tony telling Luke that that's his second warning of going to the ground. As Ruan mentioned earlier, the safety of the kids is extremely important. We have to be careful, and slide tackling, getting on the ground isn't safe for the defender or the forwards. Shot by Owen Sheehy from half court. Goes out for a goal kick. Good idea there by Guardado to play Eric through, but the East Somerville is getting a foot on everything. Can see some frustration in the West Kennedy, but we're still plenty of time to go. They need to relax, calm down, play the ball, and take their chances. Really, I mean, the game's not too complicated. They're still well in this game. but they are in danger of losing it, realistically. The game, ooh, a chance there. Villatoro plays it full court. Figueroa and William Santos almost on the end of it. Could have gave them the 3-goal lead. That would have been huge. Guardado tries to play it to the middle. Blocked by Lemus. Guardado plays it into Eric, who can't bring it down. Figueroa with a blasted clearance that hits off the ceiling and is out for a West kick. Baxter now on the kick. Maybe a mixture of a shot, cross, goes a little too far over. Now it's back in Hernandez's hands for a goal kick. We'll drop, punt it up again. Lance on the punch. Lance comes out to punch it, hits off his own defender's head, bounces back onto the line, and is tapped in quite easily by the East Somerville. Mixture of maybe an own goal, maybe William Santos got a touch on the line, but now the East Somerville with a 3-goal lead and the momentum going forward, really. From kickoff, West Somerville takes a half-court shot, goes out for a goal kick. I think the East Somerville will continue to get the ball up the field and attempt to get the ball up the field. East Somerville ball. Coach Tony turns it around, calls a foul on William Santos against Dean Williams, who tries to kick it in. Back to Owen Sheehy, who tries to toe ball, instep shot that goes out for a goal kick. East Somerville will continue to try to get the ball up the court, keep it away from their side, and probably try to sit this game out realistically, up by 3. No real need to try to attack too much. East Somerville's really been getting it done on the defensive end with Lemus and Villatoro holding Oliver Clark and Eric Silva somewhat. Dean Williams takes a shot, deflects off the East Somerville defender, bounces back to him. Makes its way all the way back to Lance, who kicks it up to Oliver Clark, who gives it to Williams. Plays it back to Oliver. Shielded out, and Hernandez with the ball is pushing everybody up. Goal kicks it all the way up. Lance comes out for another punch, which he misses. His defender got a touch on it. I believe it's a corner kick for the... Oh, no, never mind. It's a... West ball. William Santos plays it to Figueroa, who makes... Oliver Clark finishes with his left foot, places it calmly into the opposite corner. West Somerville's down by 2 with 4 minutes left. This is going to be a tight one. East Somerville has to keep their nerves, move the ball, try to get the time on the clock to go away. Oliver Clark tries to twist and turn, finds its way back to him, gives it to Dean, who attempts a shot on net, hits the opposite side of his foot, and goes out for a goal kick. East Somerville with the ball. Hernandez asking everyone to calm down and push up, takes a full court punt that goes out for a goal kick for the West Kennedy. West Kennedy's Lance tries to take a drop punt. William Santos with a one-touch by Owen Sheehy gets himself one-on-one with Lance, opens up his hips, tries to find that second post, but it was a little too much. Right there we had Dean head the ball down to Eric, who tried to turn. Unfortunately, the ball got away from him. Out here for a out-of-bounds kick-in. Coach Tony asking him to keep the ball on the line. Tries to attempt a shot on net. Coach Tony gives the penalty on a handball against, I believe, Alexi Figueroa. With 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go, West has a chance to cut the lead in half down to 1. From what I'm hearing, Hernandez is a phenomenal PK saver. Not to curse him from the commentator, but Oliver Clark is a great shooter. Maybe a curse to the commentator there on Oliver. Kicks it over the net. Hernandez gets it up. It finds its way out for another East goal kick. You can hear some fans in the crowd telling Oliver it's okay. You know, we'll get it next time. 2 minutes to go. East gets it up. East seems to just want to keep the ball out of their end, which at this point is a pretty decent strategy. Lance gets the ball up. It's a big scuffle in the middle of the net, headed out by Figueroa. Finds his way to Baxter. Gets back to Luke Carey, who twists and turns. Tries to go up the... Tries to make it up. Ball gets deflected to Villatoro, who's one-on-one with Lance, but kicks it out of bounds. Lance on the goal kick. Full field. Goes from one end to the other. 1:30 to go. With the East Somerville up 8-6. Full field, drop punt. Finds its way to Alexi Figueroa's head, who heads the ball. Tries to find that second post and missed. Dean Williams gets the ball and a decent attempt to shoot. Eric Silva asking why he didn't pass. But honestly, a great shot on net, a decent opportunity. It's a minute left to go. Ball finds its way to William Santos, who traps it, turns, finds Alexi Figueroa in front of the net, who skies it over. 54 to go. Cleared out by Alexi for the corner. 45 seconds left to go with the East Somerville leading 8-6. Finds to Oliver Clark, who tries to pass in the middle. Own goal by Villatoro. There's 35 seconds left with the West Somerville down by 1. $25 seconds left to go. East Somerville up by 1. Alexi trying to clear it. West Kennedy gets the ball. Dean Williams shoots the ball, but it's a great block by Lemus. 10 seconds left to go. Oh my God, the last second goal by Eric Silva. It's 8-8. On the last second, 8-8. The ball finds its way from the corner somehow to Eric Silva, who puts it away. What an unbelievable game. Words can't describe it, people. That is unbelievable. Down by 2 with a minute left to go. The West Kennedy gets a goal with 35 seconds left and scores a game-tying goal on the last second, on the last kick, on the last whistle. You can't make this stuff up, folks. This is storybook endings. The East Somerville, who have had the lead maybe 6 or 7 times throughout the game, have once again conceded the goals that made them tie. I'm not sure where the game goes from here, honestly. I don't believe penalty shootouts. I would think extra time first, but there's a chance that we're having PKs. Coach Tony. PK? 3, 2 or 1? Oh, 3 shooters. Penalties. We're gonna have penalty shootouts with 3 shooters from each team, as just confirmed by Coach Tony. The teams are huddling up, they're picking their kickers. Incredible stuff, really. The goalies are out here. The teams are gonna pick their 3. The question for me, and for you, from me to you, Ruan, is do you pick Oliver Clark to shoot again?
I think that's a tough call. I think it depends on the player himself. There are many players, professional, semi-professional, non-professionals, that may miss a penalty but still have the confidence to take one. You also have to take into consideration the confidence of the goalkeeper that he's kicking against. This is a very mental situation right now, psychological, where one miss can decide absolutely everything. So personally, I think he's a quality player. I wouldn't doubt that he could put the ball in the back of the net this time. I feel like he learned from that mistake. But I don't think that the West Kennedy made it all this way for nothing. So if it comes down to it, I think that he will take the penalty, and I think you can count on him to put it away.
I'm going to have to agree. We've all seen Oliver Clark for maybe 2 years here now in the intramurals from when he was a sixth grader. He's a phenomenal player. And I don't think that that earlier PK will have any influence on any shots he takes in the future. But stepping up first for the shot, we have number 30, Eric Lemus, who had the first goal and I believe another goal throughout the game, up against Lance Rigo, who's been... Mr. Lemus takes the shot early. Unfortunately, he has to wait for a confirmation from the referees on when to take the shot and the whistle. So we're going to have the first shot retaken. Now it's going to be questionable on if Mr. Lemus is going to go for the same side and if Lance will try to anticipate it. He does, and Lance gets the save. And after the question that I just asked, the first kicker for the West Kennedy is Oliver Clark, and I don't think this is questionable at all. I think he's a great player with great confidence. I don't want to jinx him here again, but he's a solid player. Let's see what happens here. And for the second time in the same game, Oliver Clark misses the net. I don't want to beat the dead horse, but that's gotta be a little rough. It's okay though, luckily, he's got Lance in net to give him some confidence. They're still tied. Stepping up Viatoro, shoots it straight at Lance, who makes another save. Now stepping up for the West Kennedy is Eric Silva, number 23, who had the last-second goal to draw this penalty shootout. From what I'm hearing, Mr. Hernandez in net. Mark Hernandez is a great goalie, playing some mind games, pointing out where he hopes Eric will go. Eric pile drives it, hits a little off Hernandez's hand, and finds its way into the right corner. Stepping up, Alexi Figueroas. He has to hit this, right? He has to hit it. If he misses this, the game ends. If he hits it, he's going to need his goalie to make a save or for the West Kennedy to miss the shot. Let's see what happens. Alexi Figueroa, who is somewhat of an MVP in last year's championship, stepping up now for a very crucial goal. Coach Tony telling him the ball needs to be at least behind the line and shouldn't be moving. He's waiting for the whistle. Steps up. Calmly puts it away. Great class by the young gun. Now for the game winner. This is make or break here for Dean Williams. Steps up. Mark Hernandez is staring him down and pointing to different corners of the net, trying to convince him to go a certain way. Maybe a trick he learned from playing too much FIFA. The referees blow it off and tell him it needs to be at least on or behind the line and should not be moving. Might be a little bit of a mental game off him. He steps up. He looks at Mr. Hernandez. Coach Tony, who blew the whistle as he was approaching, is saying he needs to wait for the whistle to begin his approach towards the shot. So this is going to be the third time he's had to fix his ball, and it's going to be another chance for the East Somerville to rescue their game. But a goal here, and the West Kennedy wins. He shoots, he scores. And that is the game. West Kennedy wins in penalty shootouts. After not leading at any point throughout the entire game, and making constant comebacks. And the last-second tying goal, they've won on the third kick of their penalty shootout. So after a 8-8 scoreline, a penalty shootout, end-to-end stuff, constant action, we have your winners, the West Somerville Community School, taking it in penalties after a last-second tying goal. Incredible stuff. Unfortunately, the East Somerville is going to take this one on the chin. I'm sure they'll be back next year strong. Tim Cronin always comes back. We'll see them again next year. As for us, I was Gianni Tsrigotis. I'm with my friend Ruan Miranda, and we thank you guys for watching.